Welcome back to the For the Badge podcast. But first, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, get the notification bell on so we can get plenty more videos coming at you. Patrick, you've had a whole week off, and now we got Leeds. Leeds at the bridge.
Okay, so let me tell you, I'm in a good mood because the one and only N'Golo Conte
Yes,
is back in training.
yes, he is. There you go.
So good things have to happen, right? I mean, when N'Golo Conte is around the team, good things have to happen. Um, I, I don't know. It's almost like I'm begging at this point. I don't know what lineup we're gonna set. With Champions League later in the week. I don't know if he's going to throw out that group or if he's going to throw out, mismatched parts and you're going to have like a Cucurella playing, which, dear God, please no.
You have to start Thaddeus Shield. Like you have to start. Even he's not
Yeah.
in the Champions League.
Well, yeah, Betty Ashill has to play because now Silva's out. Silva's going to be out for a while.
So Cooley will start. Well, what about Chalaba?
I think you start Fafana and Batashili.
Fafana, yeah. You've got so many guys.
Because he can play the Champions League. So now you've got Koulibaly and Fafana. Reese, of course, will start. Midfield, I want to see Zakara again. I just don't think they play him today. I think they play him against, or I don't think they play them against Leeds. I think he'll play against Dortmund. But I worry that Havertz is going to start up top again. And I love Kai Havertz for what he's done for Chelsea in terms of the goal against City, but he hasn't grown. And I think he's playing out of position, but as he continues to be played in the 9, Chelsea can't score goals because he clogs up the width on the left side specifically. And it drives me insane. Huh?
Tends to drift.
A lot. And so he clogs it all up and there's no space. I think Murdoch starts. I think Madueke starts. Felix has got to play. I'm interested to see if Mount gets in somehow other than as a sub. That said,
is it Ruben
at the bridge? Huh?
Is it Ruben next to Enzo again?
I think it's a car. Well, yeah, probably. Because I don't know.
How can he though? Y'all were so bad. How can he start? How? It was bad. Just straight up. How can he get another start? He's got to start Zakaria. Got to.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, I just don't know. I don't know how that partnership is. I don't know if they go with Mateo Kovacic, and I mean, but those two didn't play well together as well. I mean, honestly, it's a double pivot, and nobody's communicating with each other.
Is Enzo's place even guaranteed?
Yeah, I think so. I don't see how it's not. And take the money out of it. I think he's still adjusting to life in the league, but I think he's like the least of our worries.
He wasn't great against Tottenham. He was good first couple of games. He had an off day.
Yeah, he did have an off day.
Everybody had an off day.
Everybody did. I think the last week they've had to stew on just getting embarrassed. We're going into a Champions League match, so there's got to be some positive movement, whether it's, oh, we actually scored a goal or we scored 2 goals. It's a new month, and we're gonna beat our goal record for the month of February by scoring 2 in this one. 2-0 Chelsea.
2-0 to the Blues. Yeah, y'all must. Like I know I've been saying that for weeks, but like that something's got to give at some
This
point.
is the part where you can. This is the part where you can build momentum. I mean, if you truly look at this, the way the schedule is set up, going forward over the next 5 weeks or so, this is the part where you build momentum because then you're going to run into a freaking buzzsaw. So you better be getting close to 40, 50 points or things get a little bit scary very, very quickly.
And it's Leeds too, man. Like they weren't great at Fulham in the FA Cup. They haven't. I haven't seen. You know, they were great in the reverse fixture. Leeds blasted y'all in the reverse fixture.
Oh,
They
yeah.
they
Destroyed us.
were had a ton of energy, and that's pretty much what Leeds bring, man. It's the Leeds United States of America still, because that's what America USA brings. We bring
Yep.
energy. We you can count on us to bring some fight, some dog, and that's what Leeds definitely are going to bring. But if Bamford starts, man, I've been broken record here. I'm just saying, like I don't see Leeds getting a goal.
I don't either.
Tyler Adams is going to try to fight somebody. McKennie's going to get a yellow card. Like it's another team that they're there for the taking, man.
Yep.
Potter's got to get something right at some point. You
I
gotta.
mean, the one thing that I can take some solace in is that Leeds doesn't have a James Ward-Prowse on that team.
They don't have an out-and-out goal scorer. Like Nanto
No.
has been their most decent player in the recent run, and I mean, I didn't really rate him before this last 3 or 4 games, but he's been decent and he's gotten a couple of goals. But like Leeds are so inconsistent up top. They just cannot score goals, and they're gonna struggle. And on the face of this, like on paper, yeah, y'all should blast them. But I just feel like this is a chance, like you say, to build the confidence, to finally find some kind of confidence. And you know what? I'm gonna back them. I'm gonna give Chelsea the 1-0 win. 1-0 off of Mason Mount. 87th minute, he comes on as a super sub. The Chelsea boy comes on and wins it for the Bridge. Little bit of redemption. Little bit of it's the story.
I'm telling you, they. I mean, if we actually score a goal, the bridge rebuild will have to happen because the place might collapse at that point.
The roof will be blown off.
It will be blown off. Which, by
Yeah.
the way, they're talking about totally tearing down the bridge and rebuilding it.
I saw that. Oh goodness. Goodness
Which
gracious.
that's what Roman was going to do
Yeah, but
when.
if you remember what it's like, I don't know if you know what it's like as a fan to go through building a stadium.
I know
I've
it's crazy.
I've been through that. It's awful.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Bowley is going to be the same. The Crunkies didn't want to spend money on players because we're paying off this stadium for 12 years or something stupid. Ozil was the first purchase after the stadium was paid off. And when did he come? 14?
Yeah.
7 years of nothing.
Well, I part of the purchase of the club included a certain amount of money already put forth towards the stadium.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
thought
I
they
don't
wanted
think
to
it.
to
Huh?
like renovate the existing stadium.
Do what?
I thought they wanted to put that towards the existing stadium.
So quick story. So when the Battersea thing fell through, um, the trust and the board and Roman were going to rebuild uh Stamford Bridge, and then something about the train, or something about in that area that they couldn't do something, and they finally got it approved recently, and they're trying to decide if they're going to rebuild the bridge, build a new stadium, and now it sounds like there's a lot of movement for rebuilding as form of a renovation just to give it more size. Because I mean, Chelsea, if you think about it, 40,000 seat stadium, y'all got 70. The empty hod's about to come like 71. Of course, you got Trafford. You know, you start going down the Spurs. You know, you start going down the list. You can't maintain at 40,000. Huh?
The London Stadium, West Ham is huge.
Oh yeah, Chelsea thought they were going to get the London Stadium, and West Ham kind of, yeah,
pulled up Chelsea and snuck in there on them.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, I mean, we might have to rebuild the stadium sooner if we actually score a goal. So,
right.
We scored 2, and I think the pitch will just fall into the earth at this point.
Well, I mean, yeah, it'll just come out that Boley just went ahead and signed a contract with the devil to get those 2 goals.
Everybody's got a price.
Yeah. What you think, Lewis? Can old Mason Mount get a winner?
Well, it's funny because Mason Mount may play for City next year, which is so confusing. But anyways,
I saw that too.
I was looking at the last scores. Like the last 3 games had there's 3-2, 3-0, and 3-0. Right, a lot of goals scored in there, and so my brain was like 4-1. But then I'm like, it's Chelsea, so I got a 1-1 draw.
Oh God.
I was picking Chelsea to score 4.
Oh God.
But I mean,
that's a wild prediction.
Even before Patrick was like they can't score, I was like, they don't score. 1-1
score.
You want? I got a stat for you, Lewis, and I didn't want to bring this out because Patrick, I love you, man. I'm you know, y'all scored 6 goals since November.
I know. Marcus Rashford has scored more. He just scored 3 times more goals since he scored some crazy number since returning to the World Cup, and Chelsea scored like 3.
It's not good.
Total.
It's not good. Total.
It's bad.
It's not good at all, man. It's rough pumpkins for sure.
I wonder if maybe we play Fofana because he actually knows how to play the 9.
You're hoping. You know, João Felix got goal of the month for February. You know why?
Because it was the only goal. Yeah.
Only one.
You know the funny thing is they could have not done that because City did something that I'm proud of them for doing. They didn't do a player of the month because they said nobody was worth it.
Fair enough.
And City won games, and they was like, nope, nobody.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, City's here, and Chelsea's like not even in the picture right now, so we got to celebrate our small victories.
Well, I know I've had a good time on this one. Thanks for listening. It's been the For the Badge podcast. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Get the notification bell on. We will be back before you know it with plenty more. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.